guys, welcome to the channel. I am Formula Bob and welcome to the Bobcast. This is episode 2 of what will be a Wacky News series. Now, episode 1 went really well and you were really happy with the Wacky News I provided. So I've gone on the hunt and I've found some more Wacky News, and this week is a bit of an animals week. I found a few sea life featuring Wacky News. So sit back, relax, grab some popcorn and away we go. So our first entry this week, guys, is we're gonna need a bigger gob. Man's mission to out-eat a shark. Now this guy is called Ross Edgerly and he's a bit of a stunt man, and he's on YouTube, I think, actually. But this is the story. Well, basically, he attempted to eat over 40,000 calories, which is apparently what a tiger shark consumes. And he wants to prepare for this. Sorry, the 40,000 calories is an equivalent to 16 days worth of food. Right, so he did this to take on the tiger shark, right? So apparently what he had to do was he fasted for 24 hours and then placed himself in a heat tank for 16 hours. And then he basically gorged himself on food. And what happened was, gorged himself on a high calorie food and drinks diet. However, after crunching the numbers, scientists discovered that he was nowhere near consuming what a tiger shark does. Apparently, the tiger shark, in one bite, look there, tiger sharks eat 2,000 calories in one bite. So, in 2 bites, the shark had beaten him. So, he wasn't best pleased about that. He was a bit gutted, I think he was. He tried to bite off more than he could chew, shall we say. So the next thing we have on the Wacky News is the story of a monster oyster. Okay, so this wacky oyster has got, the headline is, "My monster oyster is as big as a baby." So it's a seafood boss. He was stunned to find an oyster as big as a newborn baby off the Essex coast. Tom Haywood believes the 2.5 kilogram monster mollusk is the largest his company has ever harvested. So at 12 inches long, it is just short of the Guinness World Record, and Tom estimates it's about 20 years old. Despite being full of meat, it will only fetch about £10 at the seafood market. So what he's deciding to do is he's going to auction that off for the lifeboat charity. So a good charity to find. Let me see if I can just pop it up on the thing there. That is the size of the oyster there. A big piece of Wacky News there that we've discovered this week. So don't forget, guys, if you're enjoying the video so far and you're liking the Wacky News, don't forget to hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and have just discovered Wacky News, please hit subscribe. Next up on Wacky News is a gentleman who thought he'd won the lottery. Now, back in the old days, you had the tickets, you marked off your numbers, handed it to the cashier, and they put the numbers through the register for you. And then every Saturday night, you'd wait patiently, watching Dale Winton play his little quiz game, and then you'd wait for the little drum of balls to drop down the 6 numbers, and you'd end up being devastated because you never got your numbers come up. Well, this gentleman, he plays on the app, the National Lottery app, and what he'd done is he checked the 6 numbers on his app and they all matched, and he thought he'd won the lottery. So, but what he actually was looking at on the app was the results checker. So those were the numbers that came up. But he didn't actually put the numbers, he didn't actually click place bet. So like to put the numbers on. So he didn't actually put the numbers on, but he thought he did. So he called up the helpline and he put, I called up them to check, and I was on the phone for 45 minutes. I felt I was put under a lie detector test, and I've had sleepless nights. So, he's had sleepless nights by not putting his numbers on when he thought he had. And he was arguing the toss at the customer services people. Right, so, to make sure, shall we name and shame him? Nah, okay. Right, make sure, Mark Fletcher, that, to actually put the numbers on next time, huh? Next up on Wacky News, it's not necessarily wacky in the sense, but it's sea animal based, and this time it involves a baby seal pup, and it was rescued in an Essex park, the Wickford Memorial Park, after a dog walker stumbled across the animal near a narrow section of the River Crouch. Peter Crouch, Peter Crouch. Just do that robot dance. So yeah, it was 20 miles away from the sea apparently when he was found. And what is the last thing you'd expect to find in the middle of a park in Wickford, says the gentleman. Definitely a baby seal. But luckily, after an hour of searching, the pup was spotted. It was on the edge of a muddy bank. And it's at the Wildlife Hospital now. It's the only facility of its kind in all of Essex, London and Kent, apparently. It's back at the centre now. The young male pup has had a good bath and is looking a lot better. We now have 4 common, also known as harbour seals, along with 4 grey seals. Our fish bill is on the rise, and we have a little picture of the seal pup there that was rescued. He's got a towel over him. So if you want to give him a name in the chat, we can name the pup in his honour. So yeah, next up on Wacky News is another animal-based piece of Wacky News, and it involves a woman that's got bitten by a horse. It is read the sign: Kingsguard bites tourist who got too close. So it says, beware, horses may kick or bite. Don't touch the reins. Well, this female tourist, she got a bit too close to the gentleman on the horse, tried to touch the gentleman, and the horse wasn't having any of it. So he bit her on the arm, and it looks like she was in a bit of pain. She was rolling around on the floor, and then some of her friends came along to try and drag her away from the horse. She is okay though; she's not hurt. She's not been named either. But it says what officers checked the woman over. Another tourist walked towards the horse and tried to pet it. The injured woman did not need hospital treatment. So there we go. It's been confirmed. She is not badly injured. But I want to drag you across to the little story next to it. And this one made me chuckle. A train's reduced to a crawl by a tortoise on the run. So it's got rush hour commuters were left shell-shocked after learning trains had been delayed by a runaway tortoise. Escapee Solomon halted services to and from Ascot, Berkshire, when he crawled through a gap in the fence at a home in Bagshot, Surrey, and strayed onto the railway line. So he was not harmed, the Southern Railway said. And apologising for the delays, Network Rail said, while we're delighted the story has an happy ending, can you remind our linesman neighbours to ensure that their fencing is secure to prevent human or animal incursions onto the tracks? And so that one made me chuckle a little bit there. The runaway tortoise. So can we zoom in? There's the railway workers pulling. That's quite a big tortoise to have as a pet, though, really, isn't it? What do you think about that, guys? Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you're new, guys. We've got one more piece of Wacky News remaining. Here it is, guys, the last piece of Wacky News, and it involves... No, it's not a bendy bus. It's not a new style of bendy bus. It's apparently a piece of artwork that's been commissioned by Samsung to mark the release of its new Galaxy Z Fold 6 flip phones. And it's a piece of artwork. It's made from 100% recyclable materials. Its lights do actually work, and it goes to Fold Town. So because it's bent in half there, get it? So that it goes to Fold Town. Um, yeah, it's been created by an artist called Casper Phillips. Um, so it's on display at the moment in the Shoreditch area of London. Um, and also, sorry, it's got other arts in place, include a folded bench, a lamppost, and a telephone box. The telephone box is complete with payphone and a phone book, and the lamppost folding at nearly 10 foot tall. So there we go, guys. It's Fold Town. So it's turned Old Town into Fold Town. Right, guys. Hope you liked the wacky news there. So, guys, that was the wacky news for this week. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, guys. And if you want me to cover any wacky news that you've discovered, just put it in the comments and I'll research it for you and I'll put it on the next episode of the Bobcast. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Catch you soon, guys. Thanks for watching.